Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be trying to fix everything that's wrong with the bodywork wise. I've still got to wet sand it and polish, but I'll do that when I do the whole. But today I'm going to tackle the steering arm and the trap rod. I got the heat shield underneath to secure because that's rattling around. I've got to change these lug nuts because the original ones are absolutely awful. And there's a couple of little bits, and I've actually got a new modification in the shed which I'm going to be installing today. So this steering arm and the trap rod steering arm, whatever you call it, look, you can see it is completely twisted. It should be a complete straight line, but this one looks a bit of a banana, so I'm going to set up the tripod and stuff with the camera and just start going at it. It should be an easy one. So once the wheel's off, you just want to crack the nut on the tie rod end. I think it's a 16 or a 17 mil. Just give it a little tap with a hammer to get it out, and then you want to break the clips. One of them is you just use a pair of pliers, and the other one you need to tap out with a hammer. Make sure your wheel is turned in the opposite direction to the side that you're doing to make the steering rack come out a little bit more, and it just makes it so much easier to get the trap rod out. Just screw the new one back in and basically just reverse the process. When you're taking the original trap rod off, count how many turns roughly it takes for it to come fully off, so then when you're putting it back on, the tracking is there or thereabouts. And then put a little crown nut back on. I think it's a 16 mil, and then always remember to put the split pin in and just twist it round and you're good to go. So trap rod's done, all nice and shiny. Yeah, so mechanically this car can be driven now. I just need to go and get the tracking done and get a logbook for it, and you know, all the normal sort of stuff, and then it's ready for a good clean. I got to fit the lower grille, which is now come in the post yesterday. And then yeah, so I've got to clean up all this mess, put the wheel back on, lower it down, and then start cleaning, I think. So the lower grille is a nice easy install. It just clips in. You just got to keep working it in, and the number plate, it comes with some sticky pads, and literally just double-sided sticky pads. You can't go wrong. Space them out evenly and press it firmly onto the bumper. So fast forward to the next day. I think I got a bit of heat stroke yesterday, so I just couldn't be bothered to record. The first day of sun, and I just couldn't hack it. But time to start modifying the Focus. Before I do start, this engine bay just needs a good old spruce up because it looks like it's never had any attention paid to it. And then my modification that I'm going to be installing, it's a ram air induction kit from good old Facebook Marketplace. Got an absolute bargain on this. It should have all the hardware, apparently. Yeah, there's screws, there's fixings, there's everything there. So yeah, I'm going to clean the engine bay and get all this fitted. Yesterday I did actually go and get the tracking done, and the car drives absolutely perfect now. And I get it just a quick once over with just a snow foam, and then just rinsed it off, and yeah, it does need a full-on detail because there's a swirl in every inch of the paint, but we'll make that happen. So to get this engine bay nice and clean, I'm just going over it with some very diluted wheel cleaner. I'm using it because I know it gets pretty much everything off, and like I said, it's really diluted, so it's more than fine to be going over the engine bay. Just going over it with a small detailing brush and just an old rag from the shed. It doesn't look showroom condition, but it's a lot better than it was, so for now it'll do until I get all the car up to scratch. So I just give the engine bay just a quick wipe over. It took me about 10 minutes. So yeah, time to start ripping out this standard intake pipe and airbox and start upgrading. That looks brand new. Jesus. Here I've sped it up quite a lot, only because you're witnessing me fighting with a Jubilee clip for probably about 25 minutes. There was actually no room at all to get my chunky arms through there. I was using every attachment for the socket set that I could, but I got there in the end. I'm not sure if you can see it, but just down there is a Jubilee clip holding the intake pipe onto the turbo. And oh my god, what a ball ache that was. So this induction kit, I managed some bolts in there, securing it all tight. But the last one was clamped here and here. And this just definitely ain't long enough. I'm not sure if I'm missing something or what, but it's not going anywhere, so I can't see it causing any issues. Just going to clip that in, if it'll go in, this little pipe here, a bit tight, bear with me, there we go. Needed two hands, but that's in. I'm just gonna fit the heat shield, get the sensor out of the old airbox, and get the air filter on. So the induction kit's all fitted, but my only concern is this. So it just goes straight into a rubber. There isn't enough fixings, I would say, to get up behind it. So what I had to do with that, I had to put like a bracket behind it so the screw can go in, but this one is so close to the chassis, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a bolt in there and a washer and then do it up. I'm not sure if anyone has any solutions, but I think I'm quite stuck. Unless I take the rubber out and then go in through the top. But it's just a bit, you know, but other than that, that's solid even without that bracket. That's a bit strange. I think it's done. Let's try and do a sound test, see if it sounds any different. Happy days, that sounds loads better. Nice induction noise, well happy with that. Time to put everything back together, and then my next challenge is fix these things. I think, and passenger doors are right, but I think every other door is like it. This is definitely the worst, so I'll start with this one. So for the door sills, this is like one of the biggest common faults on these fucking Focuses, excuse my language. What I'm going to do is just put the miter bond on the actual sill itself, spray the activator on the door, and then when I guide it up it should instantly bond it. I'm not sure if the camera perch there shows you very well, but that's where it's going. See this. Bit of glue on there. And then hopefully the miter bond. Just spray the activator on there. And then hold it there for a couple of seconds. And just like that, that seal shouldn't come off. Best thing ever, this stuff. Well, it's not, but for this job it is. So the next thing on my list of jobs is to see if I can get all these little scratches out of the car. This back door is the one that I replaced. So yeah, I've got to try and see if most of this will buff out. I doubt any of it will, but it's always worth a shot just to make it look that little bit better. The car is going to need a full clean and a clay bar first, but it looks as if it's about to rain, so I'll probably do that on the next video. But it's really starting to make progress. I've still got to spray the wheels because this one is a full refurb. As you can see, it's completely, well, it's completely flat on these parts here, so I need to fill them in and do a lot of work on them. The bumper still needs a wet sand and a polish. It's mainly interior and exterior now, just to make it look that little bit better, because it's pretty minging inside. Needs a good old detail inside and out. But yeah, it's definitely taking shape. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm keeping it or selling it yet. I'll probably keep it for a couple of months and see if I like it, really, because I've only driven it twice. So we'll see. So I'm going to wrap up today's video. I hope you've all enjoyed it. But if you can like and subscribe and even share this video, that'd be great. I've just ticked over 400 subscribers, so I'm actually quite happy with that, because I didn't think I would get anywhere near that. I thought I was going to flop it within the first month. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video, where I give this car a full detail, give the seats a good clean, the carpet's a good clean, and just start making progress, and then hopefully there'll be more modifications to come. Thanks for watching. Cheers.